As I come out like this, he's taking his step.
A mild argument suddenly takes a violent turn.
I need a force multiplier because I don't know what's going on.
But who's responsible when someone ends up dead?
The decision-making process for a jury is an extremely difficult one, particularly in this case.
In the sunlit afternoon of July 2018, the bustling town of Clearwater, Florida witnessed an event that stirred a national debate. The peace of a local convenience store was shattered when a 47-year-old man confronted a family over a parking space, leading to a fatal encounter that would forever change the lives of those involved.
Have a concealed weapons permit. And so if he believed his life was threatened, yeah, he would be allowed to pull out the gun in that situation.
Our story began when Marcus McLaughlin, along with girlfriend Brittany Jacobs and their son, stopped at a local convenience store. With their car parked in a disabled parking space without a placard, they drew irritation from Michael Draka, who is somewhat our main character in this tale. Draka was born in 1970. At the surface, nothing seemed out of the ordinary for this man. A typical blue-collar American, he worked as a tree trimmer and was often engaged with cleanup work. However, he did hold a concealed carry license for a firearm. Going back to the scene at the convenience store, Draka approached the car and started confronting Brittany Jacobs, the girlfriend. As the verbal altercation escalated, without a second thought, Draka fired, hitting McLaughlin, who collapsed in front of his son.
Stand your ground in Florida allows people to use deadly force without having to retreat from a dangerous situation if they reasonably believe that their lives are threatened.
He fought for his life as he was rushed to a local hospital where he later succumbed to his injuries. The law initially seemed to be on Draka's side as the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office refrained from charging him, citing Florida's stand your ground law. However, the case took a significant turn when State Attorney Bernie McCabe took over the investigation, filing a manslaughter charge against Draka in August 2018. As the trial commenced a year after, the courtroom was filled with tension. The prosecution and defense presented their cases.
He can't go back any further and watch that video. He starts to turn away from the confrontation, and he's shot at that time.
Painting contrasting pictures of the events that unfolded that afternoon. Surveillance footage from the convenience store became a pivotal piece of evidence, replayed multiple times to dissect the actions and reactions of Draka and McLaughlin.
We want you to look at the video. We want you to look at it in real time. We don't want you to look at it in slow motion. Because life doesn't happen in slow motion. Life didn't happen in slow motion.
The defense leaned on Florida's contentious stand your ground law, arguing that Draka acted in self-defense when he felt threatened after being shoved to the ground.
Did the defendant shoot Marquise?
Yes.
Was that after Marquise went backwards?
Yes. I seen Marquise down there fighting for his life. So I grabbed a t-shirt and I put it toward his wound and stopped the bleeding.
However, the prosecution contended that Draka's actions were unwarranted and impulsive, leading to an unjustified killing. Eyewitness testimonies added layers to the narrative, with some recounting the fear and tension that gripped the scene. At this point, Draka largely remained an enigma to the public, having not spoken publicly since the shooting and with no discernible social media presence. He was described in police reports as a man quick to anger, though he always denied threatening anyone with a gun. Draka was found guilty of manslaughter, a verdict that sent a ripple through the courtroom and beyond. He was sentenced to 20 years in prison with the possibility of parole. The case of Michael Draka reignited a heated national debate on stand your ground laws, a debate that had simmered for almost a decade now. Critics argued that the law provides a dangerous license for armed individuals to act, while proponents believed it to be a necessary provision for self-defense.
Okay. I don't know you. I don't know nothing about what's going on.
I know. You have my absolute word, sir.
As news of Draka's conviction spread, discussions leaked through social media, news outlets, and political platforms, casting a spotlight on Florida's stand your ground law. Advocacy groups, lawmakers, and concerned citizens weighed in on the discourse, examining the broader implications of such laws on societal safety and justice. The case served as a lens through which the nation examined, once again, the delicate balance between self-defense, gun rights, and the value of human life. How about you? What do you think about the case? Was self-defense enough reason to pull the trigger? Or is it nothing but a convenient excuse for a man with a history of rage? Join us next time as we continue to peel back the dark veil on humanity's most terrifying tales.